Okay, hello, hello. What's up, chat? What's up? Is this full screen? All right, let me get this thing set up. How's everyone doing today? Apex. Where's my TPT at? So tilted by funding ticks retroactive change. This shit was. I need to see what more details on that. What they planning. It's been dumping here. It looks like we're trying to push back up. I could see this happening here. It's been very, very bearish since open. We kind of dumped without any regard of retracements. Let me just see the 5 here. Market open, dumped, consolidated, dumped, consolidated, dumped more. I think if we wanted to go lower, we would try to push first before we slam down. Make it more sustainable push. So this is kind of what I'm looking at. I think NQ has been very, very weak today. I want to see this hold so we can actually get a pop higher. For swings, I'm not really looking at swings until we get, I think, under these lows here. So I'm actually looking for like another 300, 400 points lower before I start swinging longs again. It's kind of what's in my mind right now. Let's wait for more people to get on first. I'm gonna put that we're online for stream. Let's see what we do today. It's not really doing much here. Does he not go live anymore? I think he was live today. Was he not on stream today? It's gonna close lower here. I'm gonna just be hands off until I see an opportunity. Not really what I'm going for right now. But yeah, some of you guys are talking about the new retroactive changes from funding ticks. It's been kind of crazy. I have funded accounts with them too, so some of them I don't really get. They're saying like no profits would work if it's like a whole minute. There's a lot of things that could happen in a minute. What does a purple box mean? This is a 15-minute fair value gap. How many payouts do you have? Why are you not live yet? I have one payout. Only one payout from them. I told myself I'm not gonna do any more payouts until or no more trading on them until next year. So I'm just basically logging a day, not taking any payouts. And by the way, Funding Ticks has not been the best prop for me because like just bad luck with them. So I took 12,000, I think 2,000 each, and that's it. I think from the people that I've seen move live, they already got payouts of like 30, 40, 50,000. Funding Ticks is kind of new to me. Why is this camera so... There we go. It just tilted up again, I think. Lifetime is only 15. Yeah, I'm at 12 right now. And I feel like the next one I request, they'll probably move me live too. Again, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You've seen it with Funding Ticks here. If you put all your funding accounts in one firm or even two firms, one of them do something like bad, and you're gonna get cooked. Just keep that in mind. I think their business model is kind of just not the best. They do 20% off regularly, and then during like big sale days, they do 50% off. Like, what business sense is that, guys? How do you go from doing like regular 20% and then 50? That's like if Apex did like 70% on average and then just do 90, 95. Or if Lucid did like 30 and then, you know, random time 60% off. I feel like it's a recipe for people to wait for your big deals, load the shit up. No one's gonna buy a regular price. So that's something that I've always found odd with them. They just stuck at 35%. And flash sales could be at 40. What are we looking at for lows here? 849s. Everyone keeps on joining and they're like, thoughts on Funding Ticks. My thoughts are I think they're bleeding money. And it's just poor marketing decisions with their pricing. And they didn't really realize the long-term repercussions of doing 20% and then 50%. And now those people who only buys at 50%, that's including me. I don't even buy at 20%. I only buy at 50. That's what happened. And they did walk back a change before. I just don't know if they're gonna do the same thing here. And then their live program, you get moved live after a minimum 3 rewards in a single trading account, 20,000 total profits, a minimum 60,000 in ongoing profits. Wait, is this once you reach below milestones? So wait, is it any of them or all of them? And let me read this again. Once you reach below milestone, so it's like either of these milestones then. 10 rewards, 60,000 ongoing profits, 20,000 total rewards, minimum 3 rewards in a single account. That's a very tight live. Dude, who is running these decisions? They had potential too. I feel like they could have been top 3 if they did things right, but that is how it be. People requested days ago and they were pending, got approved today with a lower profit split. That's also bad. 80-20. I mean, I feel like that you have to just get that normalized. Just a lot of things that like props are doing. You gotta go back, like don't put everything in props. You always need to, you know, milk it when it's hot. It's been hot for like 2.5 years. Whether you traded props like a year ago, 6 months ago, you could have milked it and have enough money to fund your own personal. I've been milking props for 2.5 years. So I think my total prop payouts accumulate over 2 million, or at least close to. I don't really know the exact number. It was 1 million this month or this year so far, and then last year we're close to it. And then I've been trading props for 3 years, so I think I should have amounted that so far. Not new purchases. Here's a thought though. Why do 20% off discounts and then go to 50% off sales for like, you know, a few days and then go back to 20%? I feel like that's always so odd to me. I never got that marketing message. Okay, we didn't sweep the low. We didn't sweep the low here either. I don't think I could long this. We're likely gonna look for retrace or shorts if it gives it to us. It's a very, very interesting day. I feel like you gotta been short from high already, which is kind of challenging on its own. It was a pretty massive dump. This is. I just kept on pushing. Wow. CBI stream tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna go for CBI stream. Been coughing for weeks. It's been 2 weeks. Puerto Rico made it worse, but I feel better now. It's just my allergies with the post-nasal drip causing me to clear my throat and wanting to cough. We're just kind of back to normal now. Desi's not going to Puerto Rico. He's not. It's just me and Lanto. Thought you guys would be at the TikTok streamer trader's house. I feel like we're not really going with that motion. We just want our own space. We want to, you know, save a lot of money in taxes and just build up. Lanto has a lot of vision to really push things. Make a lot of money trading, whatever we're doing. Mostly just trading, really. Yeah, another retrace rejection. Yeah, we're going lower. Has Brian spoken about these changes on funding ticks? I feel like everyone that comes on, they're asking like funding ticks, funding ticks. We've been talking about it over today. I'm waiting to really let it simmer down. Top Step crashed again today. I actually, to be honest, I traded Top Step. I got kicked out. And I just left it there. I don't want to deal with it. I don't even know what they're going to do. What do you think about shorting here? I'm interested in shorting. I really hate to short these lows. My protocol is always to wait for a sweep first before I play lower. And just been pretty meh. For some reason, I always join on the stream and like we're at low day or high day, and it's like, okay. But we do have things to work with for upside. This is kind of my plan for downside right now. Get a retrace, sweep all these internal highs, retrace, rebalance here, and then show a closure below the previous low. We'll get a structure shift, and then we'll slam down new lows here. For upside, it's basically gonna be the reverse. We're just gonna take out these lows, do a deep stab. So let's say we get something like this, and then we come back up, and then once we flip this previous high here, I'm confident on upside. So like I have like two things I'm kind of framing up right now. Right now we should be looking for lower. Wait, what's this? Yeah, kind of two ideas right now. Coming lower still. Whenever there's opportunity to sell, it gets slow and slowly lingers to come back up. Yeah. It's just very hard to trade unless you're already in a trade. And just holding. This is the type of day. Sloppy day though. How's everyone doing so far today? Green or red, guys? I haven't took any trades at all really. My Robinhood is probably just flat. I did withdraw some money for taxes, so you'll see it went down to 2.3. I think I was at 2.5. Oh, these cash here puts are cooked. I mean, this is up for the most longest time, but this dump here. So don't be alarmed here that I lost like 200 bands. It's still the same thing here. I just withdrew some money because, you know, it's tax season now. I need to be prepared for that. Don't you guys like taxes where you basically give a third of your income away? I really like how I get no say, how it's squandered. What are you talking about, Johnny? Oh, current 4-hour candle. Stop right at C. Let me see. This, it looks like we're really trying to go for these lows. Kind of, it's going for it. 50% of you live in Cali. The only person I really know that lives in Cali is Desi. And the other people that I know that lives in, like, you know, the other high, the second and number 3 is New York is number 2, I think. And then New Jersey's kind of up there. It could be top 5, could be 3rd. I don't know. They're also bad. Lanto's in New Jersey. There's some other people. I think Rake and Tanya's in New York. Florida, luckily, has 0% income tax. So that is helpful because you have federal and you have state. And having 0% state is better than you think because, like, you know, you don't want to cough more out. Should just be a billionaire, then you don't have to pay taxes. Is that is that the strat there? Desi, who made $1 million payout from Apex, guess how much he's gonna keep from it? I want to say close to half, maybe half. You get $1 million. They did deduct some for the profit split, so it was like lower than that, I think, right? Probably 800 something, and then he'll keep 400 maybe. It's offset by expenses. How much expenses do you think we're pushing? Even Desi made a video on it. He said he, like, at best spent, like, I think under like 50. So it's like, okay, it went from 850 minus expenses. Now we're at 800. 800,000 raw payout number. After the profit split and expenses, you still coughing up half of it. Need more expenses? You just gotta trade worse. That's what he's saying. Business, software, rent you're working from. It's not as much as you think because this is just one payout. Maybe if it's like $1 million itself, for me, Lanto, Desi, and other people, you know, that's not just our one home run. We're making millions. So, like, sure, we write up everything we can: software, rent, office, car, everything. It's gonna amount to a few $100,000, which is a fraction of what you made because it's just such high margin, right? So let's say for Lanto, he likely spent like a few I don't know, like let's say 40,000 on TPT. Guy makes 2 million. Oh, deducts everything known to man, and then you still have like 1.8 million net. This is just for that 1 week stretch. If we top out the whole year, he's on millions and millions. So it is, even when you kind of go the extra mile, you're not gonna write off like a $500,000 house or office. That's the best part about our income. It has very high profit margin, especially with prop payouts. Prop payouts, you get the return on investment. You spend like, you know, $100, $200, you can make thousands. It's incredible, as long as you know what you're doing. I would be careful about how much you talk about your wealth and PR. A lot of criminals. Yep. That is true. I mean, I'm gonna try to keep everything private, but trading itself, I think most traders, you know, have millions, making millions. Even Patrick, you know Patrick Whelan, he has a public BDH, public address. You can kind of drive by if you want. You don't have to say his income from trading is in the millions, but you know his affiliate, his production, they're top tier. There's that dump. Here's that dumpy. I got an alert here. I probably set that alert like weeks ago. your YouTube channel is gonna trend in PR, better start using VPN. Is it really? Is that how it works? It trends where your location is, your geolocation? Are you considered professional for the brokers? No, no, no. Professional, you have to do licenses and all that stuff. I think to me, that's just all gimmicks. All that matters is as a trader, right? If you make money, if you don't make money, it doesn't, nothing else matters, especially in the markets. You can like I can get like, you know, penny stocks, pump and dumps, all that other stuff. If you're making like trading index and you're making money, it doesn't matter if you have like a series. I don't know what the series is, but like series 3, series 2. I've seen people post about it. I'm like, that does not matter. Those are smoke and mirrors. So that's why I feel like I'm never gonna get a license to be like claim professional. Professional would be, can I make a lot of money on my own? Because in trading, you don't need to go to a university. You don't need to take classes. You just go straight to it. Series 3, if you advise and execute others on features. I mean, yeah, I get that legally. Just for now, just about just trading, making money. Okay, so we took a nosedive. I feel like we're gonna flip back up. We have way too much internal liquidity right now, and we're trying to edge you low. Maybe we could stab this low here too. I'm not sure, but right now you can't. You definitely cannot just chase a short. It's gonna be like the most dangerous thing you would do all month if you just join in on shorts, because one little retracement could kill you. Keep that in mind. Did you guys like that? Did you guys see that video I posted about my mistake I did on Robinhood? I thought it was funny. It just the funny thing is like I made these mistakes before, and it's always like so bad for me. I'm like I'm tilting out of it. I'm like, why does this happen to me? And then it's just kind of memorable for me because this one's a blessing. This one's a huge blessing. I feel like this is about to flip back up. I don't know what you guys think, chat. Do we look for longs already off the stab? Or do we wait a little bit? Wait for confirmation or be bold? It's just dumping. Man, why can't this happen before the stream started so I could already be in a position to just hold for it? Chat, is it? I think this is too early to long this, but I'm feeling somewhat good about it though. Mods at Tick saying all previous profits below the 1 minute hold time frame would be removed. That is, I think that's the worst part if that's true. I haven't seen that happen yet, but if that's true, that's crazy work. Diabolical work. Are you gonna continue to partner with Funny Takes after this? So I don't like to rush things. I want to, just like before. I'm not saying this would happen, but before, when they made a change, it was aggressive. It wasn't as bad as this one, but when they made a change, they were able to hold it down and you know, made it like alter it in a different way. I want to give them time to marinate and go for feedback first. I'm talking to them on private though, in the back end, just to see like, you know, what's the deal here. But yeah, they're gonna be much lower on my list if this is true. Mods, I really can't trust too much of mod saying things, because usually when mods say things, it could be wrong. I need to hear from the source. I'm messaging them about it. Why it is a little early to long or short. It's too late to short because you're shorting the lows. For longs, it just, when we're not seeing anything, we just broke the low. We tried to really push back up many times, but every time failed. I'm waiting for confirmation on it. I'm just kind of giving a feel first, and I didn't pull the trigger until we really hold. But what a freaking hold! God damn, man, this is going nuclear. We're looking for 840s right now. If the 1 minute rule is true, I swear I have like a third of my trades under a minute. Because a minute, so many things can happen in a minute. You guys realize that, right? When you're trading like even New York Open, like 10 seconds, you can already move like 50, 80 points. 1 whole minute, you can easily move 100 points. And you're saying, like, let's say you close at 150 points of profit on NQ in 50 seconds because of volatility. What happens? I'm not saying it's definitely true. I need to see if it's retroactively swapped and see if they hold it down. Because I don't think they were thinking it through when they announced it. You can do so much in a minute. I'm gonna be real, guys. You know, it's like trading news. They should already like ban news trading if that's like an issue. But like just trading as a whole in a minute, I could find a minute candle somewhere that's like big. Like this is not as big though, but this is 40, 50 points. That's plenty though. Like that's like 40 points, 40 points, 40 points, 50 points. All these candles, are you saying like you can't hold through it? Or TP early. Anyways, Funny Ticks has always been about number 5 on my list. If I had a list of partners, you know, I'm gonna have to exclude Top Step in this. It'll be Take Profit. We'll have Lucid and TradeFi. I'm gonna put Lucid TradeFi like right there because they're kind of neck to neck. They both have like similar rules. Let's just kind of do it like this. 2 and 3, Tradeify, Lucid. I feel like Lucid has been better deals for the most part. 4 is Apex, of course. And then, you know, number 5. I honestly put Fun and X over that. Then you could have like Fun 6, my fun features. Oh, forgot Top Step. Do we include Top Step with projects issues or not? If we do, without it, I'll include Top Step Prime here at 1. So everything gets moved down. So like Funnytics has always been kind of like lower on my list. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 firms before Funnytics. Oh, Alpha. Honestly, Alpha is right here too. I don't like Trade Day. Trade Day 30% eval consistency is like the worst thing you could do. So like let me just revamp this. Let's just do like straight 1 TBT, 2 Top Step, 3 Lucid, 4 Tradeify, 5 Fun and X. Fun and X is definitely higher. It was like number 2 before all these changes. I think it's kind of like always been this for me. So what I'm glad is like, you know, Funnytics, not many users are actually trading on Funnytics compared to TPT, Top Step, Lucid, Tradeify, Funnytics. These top 4 here, majority of SPF and like our community are trading them. Funnytics, you can add them, and then under just like the lower. So like, I'm just glad these massive changes are happening on the firm that not many people are trading. Top 1. But we'll see. Why are you still promoting them? Because they're our partners still, and they're like lower partners. But you know, just because they made a change, we need to see what they do first. I'm not gonna just denounce my partnership because they announced a change. They walk it back later. They literally did that last month. I'm pretty sure. We have to evaluate what they actually. So you evaluate outcomes, not just hearsay. Also, Fun and X was also another thing. If you want to talk about like what we do, Fun and X was the one that I feel like we were the only one, well, not only one, but we were the main pushes to change things. So people forfeiting all these profits on live, guess what happened? I pushed the pedal saying, you can't do this. This is too aggressive. Make these changes. And I suggest a lot of things. And guess what? They made all these changes. It's good again. It does suck that it goes from 100 to 80% profit split, but the main issue, forfeiting profits, has been fixed. So Fun next to me is still like a top firm. And I think we're going to have to do the same thing with these other firms. Why is my fund ratio so low? Any firm with 80-20 profit split automatically got to go down. So it was, I mean, what was the ranking again? Shit, I think I deleted it and it's not, oh, there it is. Yeah, all these firms, except Alpha could be higher, 1. Funnytics, my fund features, Funnytics, all these are 80-20. Now, Funnytics was higher at 90, but you know, it just depends on the deal. But we are also giving them payout bonus. If you guys collectively say, let's remove them from, you know, getting rewards and payout bonus, we could do that. We could do that right now. But I would want to just let them play it out and then talk to them privately to see like if we can actually make a sustainable change. Because the payout bonuses are already sent with Funnytics. I think it'll be bad of us to remove that. TPG rewards. TPG rewards, we're doing a reward sync. If you synced, we send an email out. If not, we're going to send out follow-up email on why it didn't sync right, and you have to do it again. But it's a raffle. Just outcome of the raffle. It's not guaranteed rewards. The easiest thing I could say is it's gonna give you a boatload of points at the end of the month based off a simulation of like thousands of raffles. So let's say we have like 5,000 users or like a few thousand users. We have to comply with the rules where we can't do guaranteed rewards. But what happens when we do the rewarding system raffle based, where it's like you have thousands of winners and you can have multiple winners too of the same user. So it's going to be the same rewarding. I think that's the outcome. Very, very similar. Maybe it'll be higher, maybe it'll be less than what we would do if we grant the rewards. But we just got to do it in like a way that kind of is compliant, but it's like kind of a loophole is kind of the best thing I'll say. So no guarantee, but what if we just made the raffle where like you have like a 50% chance of winning? Does that make sense? So before you complain about it, just wait. You'll get a very large check in the month. When you move Puerto Rico, we're gonna move January. I think we're just gonna edge lower. I don't think I'm gonna be taking anything here until I see a structure set up. I honestly wanted this to pop up first before we short, but if it was like 10 seconds instead of 1 minute, it'd be fine. Yeah, 10 seconds would have been easily fine, but not anything retroactive. I think retroactive is also dangerous because, you know, it was not stated before, so why would you apply to everything? And now it's a minute. I feel like a third of my trade is a minute. Is at least under a minute. November raffle, we're gonna save that for end of year. We're kind of behind on those just because we've been focused on other things. One man show BrianStonk can run SPF firm without outages. Tops up need some consultation. No, BF, I don't think that works that way. I confirmed with them. It doesn't matter. Just moving early January is fine. Everyone keeps on popping in. Have you seen funding ticks changes? We commented about it. It's not good. I think they're gonna receive feedback and hopefully mix things up. If they stay like this, I think they're doomed because no one would buy from them. It's gonna hurt their revenue, and then overall, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really tough. I don't even know how to long this, and also I know how to short this, but the short needs to be higher. I'm doing the same thing. I know a lot of you guys want me to do like immediate, like denounce the partnership, you know, talk shit about the firm. That gets nowhere, I feel like. That's like very unproductive. What matters is you talk behind the scenes and get things fixed. So I could be the voice in that way, but don't be like, oh, you have to do this. You have to say they're bad, they're scamming, they're rug pulling. You have to remove your partnership. You know, let me spend like a few days talking to them about it, just like I did FundingX. You know, FundingX made these aggressive changes. I talked to them deeply about them, and they got it fixed. Now, I think a lot of people can agree that FundingX has been a big adjustment from what they did previously. They were forfeiting a ton of profits. I think now it's so much better. It's way better than they did. They announced. It's not as when they were in the prime when they had no rules, but I still like them right now, and I will still milk them. So try not to kind of talk out of emotions. We got to think strategically. We got to think of what would actually matter. What matters is just communicate them, showing our feedback. And for you guys can also do the same thing. You guys can say like, you know, I'm not trading with them with these rules. Please consider these feedback and you know, let's do something sustainable. Yeah, I've always worked behind the scenes with things. Funny Next was kind of the biggest example of one where people were outraged, and I had to come through because there's people from our community who had to forfeit like 50,000, 100,000 profits. I literally got all those profits back from them. You lost your 12 Funny Next accounts today. You won't be buying more. Funny Next 80/20 is not as bad as you think because most forms will move from them. It went from 100, which is a big change, but 80/20 with kind of a very good live structure, still very good. Very cheap still. Chargeback. That gets so slippery. Everyone's going to charge back, and the firm's going to get in more hot waters. Just, I'm gonna be real. The best thing you could do is just wait first. Don't be impulsive. I've seen this happen so many times. Some people try to do chargeback with TPC or Apex, and they regret it because it was like not, you know, they either roll it back. The moment you press a chargeback, you're gonna get flagged with the firm and potentially other firms too. Chargeback should be the last resort. It should be when the firm rugs pull. So like fast track trading, definitely a good one to to really go for when there's like a lot of payout delays. Just let this play out a little bit more. The worst one is people getting charged. People trying to do a chargeback with TBT, and they're literally banned from TBT for life. And you know you can't go against that. I feel like TBT is such a good prop firm to trade with too. Like you need to be able to trade with them. If you're a prop trader, you should be for beginners, for experience, all sorts. Does TBT tell you when you're banned for life? They only ban people not because they're doing really good, because you know Lanto made 2 million from them, and you know they applaud him. Is only from chargebacks. I've seen that happen for like 5 users already. Nothing comes from impulsive moves. TBT Live Pro Plus, it's just 90-10 profit split, no buffer needed. So let's say you get moved live, you make $100, you can withdraw that $100 right there. Yeah, so you have someone, I got banned because my bank charged back. They thought it was a duplicate charge, but I was buying multiple accounts. Oh, dude, that's tough. I would hate to get banned that way. That's why if I did chargeback, I have to explicitly say like these firms are authorized, don't touch them. Because if that mistake happened, you're banned for life. And a lot of prop firms share this. They could be sharing the same thing. Like you charge back from TradeFi, you might get banned from other firms too. Like I'm fine with that as long as they're not sharing like, you know, people that's doing really good. You know, that's what we talked about, like live traders or prop milkers. That is a bad red flag. But if they're sharing people that's like doing shady things, like hedging or doing chargebacks. Chargeback is pretty rampant for some firms, for some countries too. I think Morocco was one of them that Lucid banned recently because of all these chargebacks. I would definitely encourage the firm to, you know, share this with one another, because you want to have the firm survive so they can pay you out, right? You don't want to give it out to scammers. If we get a closure here, I might go for a long. I'm from Morocco. I hate when people scam. I don't think you're allowed to trade Lucid anymore because they banned Morocco, they announced recently. Do you trade AM as well? No, I only trade PM for the most part on stream. AM, I could be trading off and on. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like December price action, the first half of December has been really good. So far, especially PM. I'm not saying AM has sucked. I just wasn't here for AM. I was busy. I hop on 1 PM and this is what I got. Like, we're like near low of day. I don't think I can do much. I was close to shorting this. If we just spike this high and then flip back down, I would have felt really good about this short. But it's just about being patient, because there's some days where we hit some bangers. Are you trading the whole December? Up until Christmas. I think after that, I'm gonna be like kind of off and on. I'm not sure of my schedule. We'll be on full force kind of in January, like once I get settled down. But rest of December is kind of fickle. Can I ask you guys something that I'm thinking about, but don't, if it's not allowed, or if it's illegal, or if it gets repercussion, just forget I said it. But what happens if I had, you know, like 800,000, 700,000, you know, very year to date trading profits from my personal cash? Is this a good strategy if I were to go heavy on a trade? And then let's say it's down like 200,000, I'll kill the trade. If it's up 200,000, I'll hedge the trade, and then December 31st, I'll close the loser and keep the winner, and then hold through that till the new year. Does that how it works? I don't think about this, but I'm trying to think, like, can I do something? Can I do like a big swing trade? It could be like NQ, large position. Once it's up, I'll hedge it with like TQQ or ES. If it doesn't work, just forget I said it though. This is for tax reasons. This is to realize losses and then carry the wins over for next year. It's say a tax loss harvesting. I haven't really looked at wash sales or anything like that, or harvesting, and I'm just kind of asking right now, and then maybe I'll plan for it if that works. What might want to check if the broker does mark to mark or in the year statement. It should be in the year. I think for mark to mark, you have to like apply to that. So hypothetically, let's say I just throw in 20 minis. We're up 200,000, and then I hedge that like a week before the year ends. Just close the loser, baby. So in paper, I would literally be down 200,000 from that trade for the end of the year. Next year, 2026, I would already, like the first day of January, the second day, let's say, or whatever it is, I would be up big. I can close a trade there. It should account for the next year, I think. I'm just up a lot year to date. I'm up, I think, like 800,000 on live counts, and it's just mostly from the last few months. I didn't focus on live until like the later half of the year. And why it carries on is because I'm gonna be Puerto Rico, right? For 2026. Puerto Rico is 0% capital gains. If I do it 2025, it's like gonna be like 35% or 33%. Only realize is considered. What's the best strat for that? I'm still thinking about like how I want to do it. If it isn't realized until next year, it would only work for next year. I think so. Once you realize the profits, let's say I realize it like January 3rd, it would apply for profits should be rolled over to 2026. That's what my understanding is. That doesn't count because a loss isn't realized. I would realize the loss like on December 30th first. And I'll keep the winner rolling as an open position, unrealized. Does that make sense? So while we were like waiting for something, because I'm not shorting this at these lows. Let's say Trader Sam is up 1 million. He opens a swing that is up, let's say 300,000. He hedges that swing right at the same time. So like the trade could be like 150, 150. Let me see how this works. If he hedges it. Oh. It could be also come back to it. Never mind. No. How about this? Let me rewrite this. He opens a hedge swing today, like long 20 minis, short 20 minis, different asset. Let's say NQ ES. December 31st, he closes the loser, and then the winner gets closed in 2026. Let's say January 2nd. Does this work this way? So in this case, you would realize, let's say like 300K loss December 31st. And then you would realize 300K profit like January 2nd. Just on average, right? Does that work? It's just a thought in my mind. I haven't really asked anyone about this. This feels genius. Is it actually genius like how I think it is? Or someone's gonna be like, that doesn't work that way. Winner could turn and you would lose both. You could hedge on you could open a new position. Like let's say to counter the hedge, once you close out the December 31st, you can reopen the hedge again. So by default, you'll keep that profit. You just reopen. You just realize a loss, but then you reopen it. So either way, you there's a method where you guarantee it. I'm trying to see. I'll just ask ChatGPT. You know what? Chat is kind of confused. No. They're mark to mark end of year. All open position are treated as if they're closed on this. Oh. PL is realized for tax purposes. Is it? I thought it's always realized, not open position. Unless the broker is not mark to market, I mean. Yeah, let me see. This works on stocks, but not futures. I gotta do this on stocks, guys. It gotta be QQQ and T or TQQ and SQQQ. All right, I asked them to do it on stocks. Let's see. So you long $1 million stock A, and then you goes wait. So you open 2 position. Unrealized negative 300,000. The other one is 300,000. Kind of like an example. For on December 31st, the last day of the year, you would sell stock A, the one that realizes the 300,000 loss. You keep the winner open, no gain realized in 2025, and then the gain would be pushed over to 2026. Buy the same stock or substantially identical, yeah, within 30 days before or after closing the loss. Oh, you cannot buy the same stock. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you gotta buy something similar. This exact structure is used by hedge funds, high net worth trader. Yeah, a taxable event occurs when you sell an asset for profit or loss, a realized gain or loss that has a point to become taxable. So the idea is you open 2 positions, you realize the loser December 31st, and then you realize the winner on January 1st. It should roll that way. I need to figure out how I could do it though. How I should do it. I should do it as late as possible if I can though, so I can keep on trading with the profits I have or the capital I have. If you guys are in the same position, feel free to talk to me about this on Discord because I need to think about what trade I can do with. They said not futures. For stocks, they can. I need to figure it out. It's just so interesting how like you could do this. Trader Sam's up $1 million. He opens a hedge swing today, long 20 minis, short 20 minis. December 31st, he realizes the loser. The winner gets realized in the new year. I'm thinking like a hedge fund, I think. I don't know. I'm going to save this idea and hopefully execute it properly. I hope I don't just run into 2 big losers just by doing it wrong. Let's say you close your loss 320,000 on December 31st, then close your profit position on January 2nd, but it might gap lower. Maybe you close profit at 270K, so you can lose 50K. Well, here's my counter to that. It could also go up 50,000, or if you want to make it exact, you realize the loser on December 31st, and then you reopen the position at the same price. So no matter what, you have 2 positions coming in. So you lock it at 300,000. You see how that would counter it? So even like you kind of anticipate a gap up, just reopen the position that you just realize the loss on. All you need to do is realize a loss first. I think that's all. And then the main purpose, realize the loss, leave unrealized the winner. And you can do a lot with it. if you reopen the position, it might go as a wash sale. That's true. I didn't think about that. Yeah. Damn. I'm not sure how I can go about this. I need to figure out what's the best way. But you know, the risk of you saying like gaps up or gaps down, it could go either way. And so far, December 31st is on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 1st and 2nd. Reopen it with a different ETF. I think that makes sense too. Like if you're long, you just reopen it with a different asset. That makes sense too. Did I miss the convo and funding ticks trying to screw everyone? I'm talking to them behind the scenes. I hope they come through with it. But update for payout bonus, at least speaking of funding ticks. This is why I posted. For payout bonus, it's 2 batches, as you guys know. Lucid funding ticks is already issued. So the first batch is all submission from 1st to 14th. And then the next submission is 15th to 30th. I've confirmed that funding next will get it done, I think, this Friday. So, you know, we'll be good there. For alpha, I'm waiting for them to do it. Hopefully they do it this weekend too. And the second batch, if you submit it 15th to 30th, you have to wait for this time. It's like very simple. We wait for the whole batch to be done. We send out to the firm. The firm might take anywhere from like 1 day to a week to verify, and then we work on the next batch. So last 30 days we did 500 payout bonus. That's about 40,000 in total bonuses. Not for the rewards. These are just payout bonus. And it's gonna keep on growing because there we have more users. We would have more prop firms doing payouts. We have 8 futures coming up, and then hopefully Take Profit and TradeFi could be the next coming up in January. I'm not sure yet, but then you'll have so much more payout bonuses. So it's gonna be interesting. Just think about that. You have to submit a claim for the payout bonus. It's not automatic, unfortunately. I wish it could be automatic, but all you gotta do is just submit the date, the details. Very easy. We have a guide on that, and then you wait like 2 weeks. People's dashboards updating. All their profits from less than 1 minute are being removed. Oh my freaking gosh. Chat, I'm gonna open up my funding ticks. If it actually removes all these profits, I'm with you guys. Well, I'm a victim too. I feel like my trades are usually more than a minute, but I could see some trades being less than that. That's the issue. I keep on having these problems. I feel like every time I use funding ticks, it has this something went wrong. I don't know what they need to do to fix that. It's kind of frustrating. And I have to relog back in. What is going on with funding ticks right now? You guys want to try long? Is that on the table here? My data's not even loading. It says like error, something went wrong. Like if you want to see what it shows, hopefully it doesn't show anything specific. Let me see if it does. Okay, it doesn't show my account details. But yeah, I have 11,000 profits on each of my account. I have 6 accounts. Something went wrong. Try again later. None of my stats show, so we'll see what happens. It might still be too early for longs, but we need to see how well it holds first. But if you ask me what firm you should buy right now, Lucid Flex is good. I would go with the 50K, or yeah, I'll probably go with 50K honestly, because I think the payout caps are good already. 50K is a good price. Tradeify Select, I would run with a Flex. I'll do 150K. TBT 150K, easy money. And then if you do FunNX I think is also underrated still. Not many people are looking at that anymore. 50K Legacy. Don't do the rabbit, just do the Legacy. It's uncapped payout cap still in the way that you could request a ton of money. So if you do a big day, as long as you're under the 100K, it's not even a 100K sim cap anymore. You could take like, let's say 40,000 profits and do a very huge day, like 100,000 day. You keep all of it. You get like a $300,000 day somehow. You just full port it and it worked out. You do a Lanto basically. You make 300,000. They're based off of what I pushed them, their policy, they would have to pay every dollar. So there's no forfeiting. So keep that in mind. I feel like people don't care about that. No forfeiting. If you did that with Tradeify or Lucid, you'll forfeit a ton. If you do that TPT, it depends. If you're live, you know, it won't do anything, but that's why the no forfeiting is actually pretty good. You get to bring your balance live too, right? I think they pay half up front, and then yeah, you bring the rest live. What do you mean by no forfeiting? Let me just go with this again. Once you get 100K, they review for live. That's once you get. It's not a 100K sim cap, not a 100K sim cap. So let's say day one, you just go, you make 5K, 10K. Day two, you make freaking 300,000. You get all 10,000. No forfeit. That's what I mean. That's exactly what I meant. If you did that with Tradeify or Lucid, you would forfeit like 200,000. So it's only, you get reviewed only when you kind of cross that 100K total profits, not a 100K sim cap. That's a major difference. Does that make sense? I made sure that this is gonna be good. So it's like, it's still uncapped in a way. They just move you live once you cross 100K, but you can still go crazy. This is an extreme example, of course, but like, you know, if you want to do a different example, let's say day one, 20K, day two, 30K, day three, let's say 40K, you're at 90K total, right? And then day four, you just make like 100K, 190K total, no forfeit, no sim cap. This is what I talked to them about. Yeah, exactly. From Tradeify and Lucid, you can kind of carry, I think, like about 5,000 or less per account. So it's much lower than you think. So if you make a big day, you'll forfeit a lot of it. So when you guys say like, oh, don't do FunNX, they have 80-20 split, you also have to consider if any profits would be forfeited, because the other firms would forfeit for sure. Even FunNX forfeit a ton now. They change it up. I think some accounts you only get like, you know, transfer of like 2,000 per. You could be forfeiting like 50,000 profits. So don't sleep on FunNX, guys. I think that's one thing I would say. It's too early, long list, right? If we SMT this, maybe. Oh, CPI tomorrow, guys. Live on Discord around 8 a.m. If you want to pass evals, let's get to it. Someone said, do you recommend charging back on FunNX? I would not recommend doing that until it's the last resort. It's way too impulsive right now. If you do that, you know, it's up to your decision, but I feel like a lot of people will regret it. Why are we leaving these lows? It's such a weird day, man. How does trade by 10-second hold work for news? Do I have to hold position 10 seconds before news drop? No, you have to hold the trade for 10 seconds as a whole. So if you enter a stop order, just hold for 10 seconds. Usually it's not as bad. Can you explain the news passing? If you go on my Discord here, SPF, you go in prop deals, you go to pin messages. There's a 15-minute video explaining it. Right here, pin. And then right under it, you could see what I posted here. You could trade CPI with evaluations. These are the one-day pass. I updated with a micro scalping policy too. And what is the best one-day pass? For me, I would recommend EA Markets. I would recommend Apex. I would recommend Lucid. It's not Lucid Tests. It's Lucid Pro now. And if Funding Next Rapid if you want. So all these are good, to be honest. You have a lot of choices here. Can I trade news and get 1500 with TPT? Yes, you can if you like. I would. Here's what I recommend. Thing like this, you could just try to make it as low as possible. Try to make the $1,500 on your own first. And if you like are very close to pass failing, then you know you could use the news. I feel like that's a big brain strat. Another drive lower. Wow. We have no confirmation for longs at all. Tough. Yeah, shorting would have been blessing. I think Lanto took some shorts too. He's killing it. Rocket Scooter Matt till today, he's down 80k plus on his cash account and added 8K back. I saw that, man. Someone said to me that. I was like, what is happening here? And I believe he was down bad yesterday too. Like he was down like 50 bands yesterday. But he just reloaded like another 100,000 bank wire and then just transferred to his bank. That's kind of crazy to me. I'm like, what is happening? He's down like 130. I feel like it's even more since market dumping. I hope he's okay though. Like, I mean, he should be good financially, but it's just like it's not good to tilt like that. There's a lot of money on the line. No matter how much you make, like losing 150,000 on stream is gonna be bad financially for you and mostly mentally. You're gonna get hurt. Who lost money on stream? If you watch his stream and took his trades, god damn, man. I think don't ever take a trade with someone that's tilting because they're not in the right state of mind. Yeah, I've also heard that he's a perma bear or a perma bull, which is also very hard to work with, you know. I could try for longs here if we flip this. I think this might be the only shot. I'll give it a chance. If it doesn't, we'll just wrap this up. I don't think I'm shorting this. I've been waiting for confirmation for the longest time. It might be on ES also. This is why Brian is king, zero ego. Only time I tilt is when something happens beyond my control and I'm just like, I don't know, something just takes over. Never on stream though. On stream I feel like I'm tamed enough. But it's usually when I'm just laying down or trying to trade on the go and just like I have a technical problem and you know, shit like that happens. Might give this a shot though. I think it's tight risks for a pretty good outcome. Feel free if you want to try this. I feel like there's not that many trade opportunities as a whole though. So be careful in that. All right. We got it. NQ flip. Yes. Basically did the same thing. I'm going to focus on NQ here because we're getting flip. Give this a try. I don't know how this is going to go. Stop would be the lows, honestly. Not much to really work with. You could take it similar here too, but I think ES is safer. I have my stop at 8.3 here. I think it's tight because I've been waiting for a long opportunity confirmation for the longest time. We haven't got it, so I'm going to give this a shot. It could come back down. But I think the risk reward is really here now because so many attempts of just failing. And then we have like this big SMT now, which I think does matter. This is probably my only long attempt of the day. I feel like after that, it's going to be tough. Why do you think ES is safer? Because I feel like NQ has been very, very weak. It's been very aggressive, and you have bullish SFT on ES. So once NQ inverse, I went for it on ES. That's just kind of my what I'm doing right now. It's coming back down here. I'm gonna still hold this. I don't know about you guys here. Basically back at entry here. And now it's inside this BPR. I definitely want to see this hold if this is going to be moving. Come on, baby. Show me something. Gotta talk. Gotta talk to it. Talk to it nice. After this, I don't think we really have much time for another trade. It just... This is what we have left. Need a pump. It smacked the BPR pretty good, too. So those who missed it the first time, you got it the second time. Let's see. Surprised Desi didn't take that trade as his holy grail setup with NQ, SMT plus BPR. Is he on right now? Looking good. Looking good. Not bad. Not bad. It's still too early, of course, but yeah. Holding this area. We should flip this. I think the TP is going to be much higher. I'm just going to put it right here for now, just for risk reward sake. The only trade I'm taking all day. Desi is done December. He's looking for I think he's biased upside, and it's hard to be bullish when market's tanking and there's no reason along. This is what I have right now, as I showed you guys. About a 5-point stop. Give it some time here. Lots of chargeback on funding ticks. How do you even know? How do you know if there's a lot of chargebacks or not? Unless, are you talking about people complaining about it? Just gotta wait this out. How many guys also trying this long? It's looking good, but like it's just too early to say right now, just because we're not really moving too much. We got another spike, but it's just not. Is refusing to hold the area, which is the issue. Oh no, we have a cat coming. He's gonna terrorize us. I mean, so far you guys are doubting the long. It could fail, it could work. So far we're looking good. It's just holding this BPR. I like the SMT so far too. And we got the first closure. I mean, I think the moment we get a closure above 92s, we could try to break even, just let it hold it down. But don't ever question anyone's trade though. You just might not see it. You should always be, while you're like, looking at people, just see what is what, like see both sides basically. Is it more likely to go up? Is it more likely to go down? That's the name of the game for me. I mean, the trade on NQ, like, let's say you did want to take the trade on NQ. This is the same exact trade here. Let's just put it like right here. Both are moving the same. It doesn't really matter where you take it. I just felt better on ES on it. Coming back near break even. It is what it is. I might have to just wrap this up soon. I don't know how far we could play this. Smells like L. God damn, you guys are. You said smells like a losing trade. That's not very supportive. No, we're not out the count yet. We're not out the count yet. We're not out the count yet. He said, whoever says smells like loser, we're about to bump here. Hold up. I smell like a winner. It smells like a winner. What scent does a loser have? That's a good question. They're smelling themselves. Chad, they're smelling themselves. Come here. Come here, boy. No, don't scratch the chair. It smells like a winner to me. So far, this whole trade, it's always been in profit though. Luckily, no drawdown in sight, which is good. Can we see your pet if he wants to be seen? Here. There he is. He is ready to be seen right now. Hey, long or short? Tell me to 1 meow to keep the long, 2 meows to stop, and short. Cat for dinner? Damn, that's crazy. Oh no, he's about to step on things. It's gonna mess things up. Here's that pump. Here's that pump. Let's do the giveaway too. Let's do 5 minutes. Oh no, he came back. What does he want? What do you know? What do you know? Ah! What do you know? Is this gonna pump? Is this gonna pump? Am I gonna make money? Am I gonna make money? I need to know. We need the giveaway also. Am I gonna make money off this trade? Does this smell like a winner? Does this smell like a winner? Yeah? It smells like a winner, right? It smells like a winner to me. I don't know what whoever in the chat was talking about. It smells like a loser. What the heck? I'll take 1. You hear what they said? They said this is gonna be a loser. Me and you were on the same page. It's so much hair though. God, that always he comes on the desk, just hair city over here. All right, we're doing the giveaway. 4 minutes, 700 smart points, trade A 50K or EA 50K, which I think is probably by far the best deal. Yeah, probably by far the best deal. Haters gonna say the cat brought you good luck. Yep, not anything skill. It's just like it was just good luck. Because, and we're pumping. What is up? Hindsight NQ is definitely moving better, but you know, ES was holding down the fort for the longest time, which is also good. Make that money move, guys. This is a pretty low risk long to really go for a big push. I think we can go back about 6,800s here and spike through it. So ideally we go for this move. Just let it pump here. Oh, I thought he was peeing. I heard like pee droplets. Where to enter the giveaway? I have to enter myself. We have 2 minutes left. We're gonna wrap the stream after this. You just press this little icon, and yeah. Thank the cat, guys. This was literally a 5-point trade with no drawdown. You see, like where I entered, right there. I mean, the limit orders. If you just put the limit at the BPR, you had no drawdown. At 2 minis, we're gonna go for sold one. Probably gonna get the last one in the 800 somewhere. Keep in mind, we've been chatting for almost 2 hours. No trades in sight. And the first trade I saw that was good, we took it. And guess what? We took it live. We share the losers, we share the winners. And this was so far. It can't be a loser now because I took my first TP already. What does a cat think about moving PR? He has no choice. It's gonna be his first time in the airplane. I think that's gonna be where I'm concerned how he will react. I need to give him the most calming medicine that he can have because he's gonna freak being on the airplane. Where is the disc? The giveaway is in the SPF Smart Problem Discord. Go to giveaway channel and they'll be here. You have 40 seconds. I'll post a link if you guys want, but you know, this is something we do every single day. So if you have like 30 seconds now just to press a button. How much are we even down today? Oh, it's not. It's actually kind of a lot compared to what the price been moving lately. Giveaway winner today is AN Horrocks. I don't know how you say that. And a witness. You can make a ticket to claim one of these 3 prizes: trade day, EA, or just 7 smart points. It's good too. Oh, we have someone that said he won. OMHV. Let's look at your thing. Did you say? Oh, look at that. I look at your history. Rigged. Rigged. Paid giveaway. This sucks. I don't even need to use a bot. I can just look at the history. Okay, you didn't say too much rigged, but if I swear I'm gonna punish someone who keeps on saying is rigged like over and over every single day, and you're gonna see that giveaway just get reverted. Because you can't say rigged and you finally won, right? Can I get unbanned from Discord? If you send a ticket through Smart Platform, someone would unban you. Just say like, here's my username, I got hacked. But I think this would be it. I'm not really sure what else to do here. Oh shit. Someone in the Discord posted, is this even orange? I feel like it's such a light orange that it's like closer to white. Dude, my cat I have is like really orange compared to this. This is like a light skin orange. Mm. Would you rather be light skin or would you rather be orange? I think it'll hit 6,800. If you guys can hold for that, I'm not sure if I would hold for it. Because usually when I shut the stream off, I just kill off the trades and I go out, get food or something. I haven't eaten anything today yet. Another stream, another win. That's exactly the case. That's exactly the case. Have you guys seen this video that I posted on X? We talked about it yesterday. This is kind of funny. Made 50K in a few seconds. If you guys want to take a look at it, it's on my Twitter. It was crazy. You see, 52 fill quant. I just shared everything just because I thought it was funny. And I want to save this video for years to come. When I look back, I'm like, I remember that time. I made like 50 bands in like 3 seconds. I think it was like 3 to 5 seconds. It didn't show the seconds though, but you know, if it did, like, it'd be so quick. Next one's gonna be a mistake where it's gonna cost me though. What? My credit card is under review under all new transactions? God damn it. Why is it always doing this to me? I've never been that lucky. I also never been that lucky either. This is like my first time being lucky. So we're in the same boat, to be honest. All right, we might get break even at this rate. But like, here's why it was kind of crazy. I think I did either 5 or 2 contracts. I don't remember anymore. But it added the 0, so it became 50 contracts, whatever it is. I meant to do anywhere between like a few contracts to 50. And when I open the trade, I swear to God, I always see like the position just confirm I'm there. And I saw immediately when I filled me, I was already up like 20,000. And the next second, 30,000. Next second, 40,000. And I was like, wait, did I just fumble? And I was like, I saw 50 contracts. I pressed exit right away. And I was like, I just made 45,000 because I was up like I think 15,000 on the day already, and I was like, I'm up 60,000. Wow, looks like it's gonna hit me break even here. But like, I don't know. I think worst case scenario, I open the trade 50 contracts and it gets me. I'm like down like 20,000. I'd be like, do I close this? I would panic. I wouldn't even know what to do. And that would have been bad. Because if it was like 5 contracts, I would close the trade if it invalidates. But if it's like a mistake and I did 10 times more than I should have, well, this actually held. I don't know if I would be able to risk manage there. Baby Jesus shorting. Come on, baby Jesus. Don't fade me. Come on, baby Jesus. Don't fade me. You know you don't want to fade me like that. I was like, I'm gonna get break even though. It's like too close. I'll just close it. I made a tick from before it hits break even. Guys, I think that's it. We got a nice push. I secured 6 points here. The risk was 5. I just secured it. I was trying to go for another big push. Basically at break even. That was my only trade. Made some money out of that. I ended up $300, $330. This whole thing. I think I peaked at 600. That's it, guys. If you guys followed me, trade with me. We trade every day, 1 to 3 p.m. I share my wins. I share my losses. Today we went patient and we saw something that was good. I just don't think we had enough time to really push up. I feel like we still are bullish. And just try to play with you before power hour. So I'll still focus on longs. I feel like I don't think we move lower. Well, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you guys use code SMART for rewards. And yeah, you'll see your payout bonus soon. See you guys tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow for CPI. I forgot about that. CPI, we're going to start around 8 a.m. Eastern time. We have news at 8:30. I'll post some more info on it tonight. If you want to pass evals in one shot, I have a video on it, but I'm also going to do it on live on Discord, not on YouTube, on Discord, where you usually have like a few hundred people on it. And I'll show you exactly where I'll put my orders in. So for Apex, for E8, for TradeFi Lucid, these are all these plans that you could do it on. Yeah, definitely get that started if you guys want to try it out, or if you don't want to buy and just want to check it out, just watch stream tomorrow and see witness if we do good or not. We usually do a poll whether people do good or bad. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow though.